Right now, Bitcoin is dropping here to the downside, is here on a very crucial level right now. Even also Ethereum is here looking very, very bad, and it's also pointing to the downside. That means also the altcoins are bleeding here like crazy. So in exactly today's video, we want to talk about the next zones, especially for Ethereum and even also for Bitcoin, where you could potentially get here in a new position right now, and which are the currently levels we definitely have to watch about. Because when we're looking on the liquidation heat map, we can clearly see there's one key level below us where we definitely have to pay attention. So definitely stick around. Let's directly start here on today's episode with our Bitcoin chart. First of all, if you're new to the channel, just leave a like and even also subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, let's start here also with our Bitcoin chart here. First of all, in the 4-hourly chart, we can clearly see we have pointing out here our uptrend till to the upside are now on the way to breaking exactly here on the 4-hourly chart these uptrend to the downside. If we get these uptrend broken to the downside, we could potentially go here even lower and get a proper short confirmation in. So it means we saw here after this all-time high is consolidation to the downside, like a correction, then a recovery phase to the upside by the Asian market, which had been holidays in the last couple of 1.5 weeks, are open right now again and dropping us again to the downside, which could potentially pointing us for a short confirmation in direction of $119,000. Later, we will definitely talk a little bit closer about these next level. We have to pay attention because below us there is one more specific level. We definitely have to keep an eye on it. Otherwise, assume we are getting here one more leg to the upside and staying above $121,900 or $800, we could potentially being fine and getting here like a little bit more upside move to the upside. Assume we're getting here over our resistance line here, which is pointing up after the all-time high. We are not able yesterday to break it here to the upside. Yesterday, it seems like we saw here a breakout to the upside and continue into higher levels, but over the night, the Asian market drops us to the downside, which we are currently trading here right now at $121,700. So exactly this level is now very, very important for us for Bitcoin. As long we are not making a lower low below $120,700, we should potentially being fine here. We'll also have a closer look on the 50-minute chart where you could potentially also open a new long position here right now, because there's one level, as I told already, is below us here, the level of $120,400, where a lot of liquidity is sitting down below here. So as soon we're getting here one more touch to the downside, we could potentially getting here in a new long position, but also below us in direction of $117,000, there is a lot of liquidity stacked here down below. But I don't keep here so much bearish for this side, because even also on the top side, we have some liquidity sitting to the upside in direction of $126,000 and even also higher in direction of $129,000. And when we have a closer look on the Bitcoin ETF data, we can very clearly see here on Bitcoin, let me refresh this quickly. We saw yesterday an inflow of $500 million again. Also the days before, massive inflows here on the Bitcoin ETF. So this info gave us the sign that especially the institutional money is here going into the Bitcoin and is buying these Bitcoin dip, what we're seeing here currently right now, to the upside. So there is only like a matter of, I would say, like few days left till we reach the next high here on Bitcoin, because also here we are building a very big pattern right now, what I'm seeing right now by recording, that we're potentially making here a perfect W pattern here on the 15-minute chart with the neckline here sitting at $124,000. So a neckline sitting over here, and as soon we're breaking this neckline to the upside, our price target would be here around, when we're taking to the, then we could get here directly in our price target at $127,000. And this price target is exactly in alignment when we're zooming a little bit out of our bigger W pattern, what pointing out here on the 4-hourly chart already a couple of days before. So we have also created here a W pattern with breaking out here on the neckline with the price target of $128,000. And exactly this price target would be also aiming here right now on our W pattern here on the 15-minute chart. For this pattern to playing out, it's very important to get here like the recovery phase to the upside, get here over $123,700 and break this into higher levels, and don't make here a lower low below $120,500. There could potentially get here one more leg to the downside, even also was pointing on the liquidation, what we are seeing there before, and also we came here from a super bullish uptrend, and we will also only see here nothing else than a long confirmation to get here into our higher levels. And my main price target, as you know here already on the channel, is here $140,000 to the upside. So it's pointing all that we just see here a small correction to the downside. So as long we are holding this level between $118,000 and $119,600, we could potentially being super fine here on Bitcoin, because we only just retesting here our last support levels end of July here in this kind of range, because also here after there we hitting the automites turns into resistance. Last time also here we got rejected and then turning this one as a support and just getting here a bounce back retest to the upside to continue our move to the upside. As I mentioned, Bitcoin ETFs looking super strong here right now. Even also Q4, like the October month, is here looking super strong, 7% already up. And even also here you can see, and as you can see here also October, November, December, these are especially these months, we are super bullish momentum here for Bitcoin. Even Ethereum is getting here one hit to the downside here for Ethereum. Very important level to hold here, the $4,200 level. So this kind of level, we have seen it on previous movements before. Here we saw the next pump to the upside, flipped it into support, gave it here the super strong support as we're reaching here the last highs already, and flip it here into resistance. As soon then we flip it in support again, and now we definitely have to hold this one as a support level here as it is right now. And then potentially even also here we pointed out our head and shoulders pattern, so it could potentially also getting, so we could potentially see here that this is our left shoulder getting here support, and then see the next leg into the next high. Price target for Ethereum is here $5,500 before we getting here in the end of the year in our bear market cycle. Otherwise, as long here, especially on Bitcoin, as long we are respecting our trend line to be the upside, there's nothing else to be worried here on the general crypto market. Here is a perfect good order here to get here in a new long position right now on Ethereum. This is exactly also what I'm doing here right now. As you can see here right now, I even also put 2 limit orders down below here, but I already opened here a limit order. But I open already here a position for Ethereum here on Bitunix. So even also here, I'm betting there that we're getting here into higher levels, and so this consolidation phase or this correction phase to the downside ending in the next couple of maybe like a few hours, maybe in the next coming days. And in end of October, we should potentially getting here. And in middle of October, we should potentially getting here into higher levels. Also, the altcoins are performing here super bad here over the day. So Bitcoin got a hit, even also Ethereum goes down. That means also the altcoins are bleeding like crazy here. But this gave us a perfect opportunity to get here also in some new position on some altcoins. I will talk about altcoins a little bit further in some other videos, because first of all, we definitely have to get here a proper bounce here on Bitcoin. As soon we didn't get a bounce on Bitcoin, expect here also when Bitcoin is here moving here to the lower levels in direction of $118,000, also the altcoins will be getting more hits and even bleeding still more than it's looking right now. So definitely be prepared. Don't enter the altcoin position right now too early. Wait for a proper bounce or proper support level coming in here, especially on some altcoins. But Ethereum is looking still good here to getting here in a long position. As I mentioned, I opened also a new long position here on Bitunix right now. And if you're looking right now for a cheap exchange, just go in the video description there, find a link first of all here to Bitunix. There you can claim your 20% deposit bonus, and also here the trading level #1. So you can also farm here super low fees by trading here the whole crypto market. Otherwise, here on BYDFi, I also have some trades open. My Solana position is here still open, doing great in profit, $240 in profit. Also, my Bitcoin position is kind of like a little bit in loss, but it's still fine. As soon we're getting here one more drop on Bitcoin to the downside, I will accumulate a little bit more in my position. And even also the altcoin position doing still okay. So DOT is kind of in a profit. XRP we just opened recently, and even also our AVAX position is here kind of like on break even. So I'm waiting here right now for the next move to the upside to get here also some great profits. Otherwise, that's basically all from the video today. So you have some ideas also to open a new trade position. So key levels here for Bitcoin right now. First of all, the level down below here at $120,800. As soon we are not able to flip this here into a lower low, we are still fine. So then the next key resistance level is here on top of us, $124,100, and if soon flipping this level, we could potentially getting here into the next all-time high in direction of $128,000. Otherwise, if we lose this level of $120,800, we could potentially get here one more drop to the downside in direction of $118,000, clear all the liquidity down below, and then getting finally our move here into the next all-time high. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and then we see for sure in the next update video.